Okay, we'll do that. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. Here it is, June the 14th. It's Tuesday, and 2022. We're going to open. I think we're going to be lower. I don't know if we're going to be higher for very long. We've got green showing on some of our I think we're going to be stocks and some of our indexes, but they're not really green. They're green, but they're barely green. And maybe that's the way I should have said this. I got the Dow up 76 points here on my big ass iPad. Uh, S&P's up 14 points and Nasdaq up 68. Yeah, I'm not too crazy about this wishy-washy opening after such a big drop yesterday and on Friday. The Dow lost 800 points Friday, another 800 plus yesterday. To be up 87, whoop-de-freaking-do. This is a nothing burger of recovery. So, we could very well drop another 400 or 500 in the first hour today after a wishy-washy opening. I could be wrong. It might be an hour or two of dead cat bounce recovery, but I just sense there's too much hanging over this market, including the fact that tomorrow is Wednesday, and that is the day the Fed is together and they meet to discuss the next interest rate hike. We know it's going to be half a point at least, but the talk now is maybe it's 3/4 of a point tomorrow instead, because the inflation numbers are much higher than thought. I read somewhere this morning that in India, the inflation rate was up by 15.8% in the last reporting period. That is disturbing because India supplies so much to the rest of the world. The labor force there, massive, 1.1 billion people. So higher prices out of India will instantly be reflected elsewhere. That can't be good. We'll see how this all plays out. But anyway, I just sense that our markets, like the Dow's up 1/4 of a point, and we're up 0.35 on S&P, and we're up 0.6 on Nasdaq. That's not enough to tell me we got a serious rally starting today. I don't see it. GameStop 117.41 at the moment. We're down 84 cents. We've been between 117 here and 119 almost the last several hours. Volume 10,800. This is not looking good for a rally on GameStop. So to me, it's possible GameStop this morning, depending on the market overall, GameStop might give up another $8-10 a share today. We might be down to 106, 107 in the next couple of hours. Could happen. Those of you who are option writers, and most of you who watch me now pretty well are option writers, you're licking your chops because a lot of you out there are sitting on calls that you've written that are 100s to 105s, 110s, 115s, 120s, and all the way up to 150s. There's a whole bunch of you with calls written on GameStop. The lower this thing goes, the more these calls will collapse, especially this Friday's expiring calls. Calls that expire this Friday are really going to give up some momentum here today and tomorrow, especially if they, become out of the money all of a sudden as well. Again, I am just not convinced that the shares of GameStop are going to run to 140 later today. I just don't see that as a possibility. I sense that we have more downside than upside for now. And I kind of wonder, will we test the $100 level first before we really get anywhere? We'll see what happens. I noticed here, for example, I was looking at 110s that expire this Friday. Give you an idea of what happened yesterday. I mean, these contracts, these 110s, they were sitting at $23, $25 each on Friday. They closed last night at $12.40, down $8.60, and the bid on them is $11.65. This is last night. We've lost another day of momentum. They're 7 to 9 in the money right now. And the buyer was prepared to pay a couple of dollars higher than the book value as of last evening. But something tells me that as the morning kicks in here, if we're going to open at 117, 117 and a half, these contracts are going to be about 850. They'll only be a dollar above their book value. And obviously, if we drop to 112 today, these contracts could be down into the threes, the high threes maybe. By tomorrow being Wednesday, they will be in the low threes at best if they're only $2 in the money. So they're going to really give up some ground here if the shares continue to weaken, as I suspect they might. Yeah, interesting how they backed off. I'm looking here at the 100s that were trading at about $31, $32 each on Friday. They closed yesterday at 20. The 105s, they were trading around $25, $26 on Friday. They closed at 17 last night with a 15.20 bid. So they're going to be this morning $14 at best, maybe lower, again, depending on the opening of our market here. Yep. So these contracts are fading. The 115s, which are now only 4 in the money for this Friday, they closed at $9 last night. So they only had a $4 premium. Not good. And the 120s, which were in the money Friday, they're out of the money last night. 120s dropped 625 to close at 660. And now that they're out of the money, to me, I think this morning they could be 4.5 very quickly and less. We'll see how this plays itself out. 125s definitely out of the money. 475 last trade last night, down 475 each yesterday alone. So that's half their value was chopped up yesterday just on the $10 pullback on the stock. So you can sure see how these contracts really are taking it on the chin, because obviously every day this week is another day gone for time remaining on these contracts. They all expire this Friday, and they're going to give up a lot of ground here if the shares continue to cough up ground, if they continue to give up some more room. There you go. Yeah, interesting stuff. Oil is up $1.05, by the way. There's a big not argument, but there's a debate. One camp is talking about the supply chain difficulty side of the oil market. The other group is talking about a recession possibility in various economies around the world, maybe even the U.S. economy. We might be looking at that. And so there's a lot of speculation right now as to whether or not oil can hold these levels because of supply chain issues, demand issues, or will they back off? Because the possibility is that if we see any kind of recessionary indications coming out of the United States, Canada, part of more and more of Europe goes into recession, we'll see. Now, I believe that at least $20 of the price of oil right now, and right now we're at 121 in Texas, I'm convinced that $21 of this price is pure speculative forces that have run up the market. There are hedge funds out there who are leveraged 5 to 1, 10 for 1, 20 to 1, 50 to 1, who are betting the farm that oil will go to 150. They're convinced it can go to 150 because they figure, well, Russian oil being cut off, and we're into summer now, and then when the fall will come, and then it'll get cold out, we're going to have this, oil problem, and the prices will go higher. Where on the other side of the coin, you got people going, yeah, but you know what? Inflation is higher. Interest rates are going higher. These central bankers are going to create economies. They're going to make them slow down. And they always overshoot. Sometimes economies overreact to policy from central bankers. And what happens if we do go into an economic slump in China and Asia and Europe and now North America? That will reduce the need of oil by 4 to 7, 8%. That will cause a glut of oil everywhere. And by the way, have any of you noticed some of you watched me earlier today. You know what I'm about to tell you. Anyway, you noticed any lineups in your hometown? Do you have to line up to buy oil, a gallon of gas, a tank of gas for your car or truck where you live? I don't see that happening. I don't see lineups here in Europe for fuel. There's fuel available everywhere. You got the money, it's available for you. I bet you everywhere in Canada and everywhere in the USA, the only lineup you're going to find for gasoline is the typical Costco lineup. That's the only one you're going to get because Costco will sell gas for 5 to 10, 15 cents a gallon less than the station down the street. That's the only lineup you're going to get. You're not going to get 2-hour lineups at every gas station across America right now. There is oil everywhere at $121 a barrel. You'd think that the price being so high, we'd have a shortage of this stuff. There is no shortage of this stuff. And production is coming on stream everywhere. American production every day is rising. Canadian production is rising. I also read that I think it starts in the first week of July, that every week starting July, 1 million barrels of oil will be released into the oil market from the Strategic Reserve of the United States. That was signed by the president a few months ago. That kicks in now. That kicks in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. And it doesn't sound like a lot. 1 million barrels a day, with 100 million used every day. It doesn't sound like a lot. But I will bet you that there are a ton of Americans out there who are looking at these $5, $6, $7 prices for a gallon of gas. And they're thinking with their families, we were going to go for a long trip this year. Maybe we'll stay closer to home this year and not travel so far. Especially with the trailer or the RV. I can see RV travel really being localized. I can see the family still getting out to go camping, but they might not go on an 800-mile, 1,000-mile, 1,200-mile journey. It might be like 200 or 300 miles instead, because at 10 to 15 miles a gallon on these big units, at $6 a gallon, man, we are talking a ton of money. Do you want to eat up your vacation money to get there and back to where you're going? Or do you want your vacation money to give you the vacation you want? Good food, entertainment, whatever it is you're going to do out there, wherever you're going. Yeah, this is coming. So I see oil consumption dropping naturally because of the price. And then I see 1 million barrels a day coming into the market starting July. And these little tiny perceptible changes will have the effect where the gamblers, the high risk hedge funds who are leveraged like you can't believe into the oil market, these guys at $122 a barrel for West Texas, these guys are going to get their butts handed to them. And we see this thing drop $5, $10 a barrel to 110, 112. That's the beginning of trouble for a bunch of hedge funds who were convinced oil was going to 150 to 180 this summer. And if they don't get it and they don't see it happening, there's going to be sellers of oil futures. And we'll just go back to 95, 100. That'll be the first move, which will take the average price of gas in America from $5.50 probably to $4.50. That'll be the first move. The next move will be if any shortage or any economic slowdown is happening globally, we get another 1 or 2 million barrels a day not needed at this time by consumers, whether they're entire countries or entire regions. You add that to the increased production that's being put together and the 1 million barrels from the Strategic Reserve, you may find that we have 6, 7, 8 million barrels a day of oil, more than we need. Now we're back to 70, 75 a barrel. This brings oil into the $3 neighborhood by the fall into the early winter. So it's possible. I just don't see oil going to 180. I just don't see it. The Russian thing was supposed to be a disaster for Europe. The Russian war with Ukraine was supposed to be an energy debacle For Europe, it hasn't been that way at all. Yeah, the European economy is under some stress, but Europeans are prepared to pay more for fuel if it means really handing it to Russia, and they're prepared to hand it to Russia. So yeah, we'll see how this all plays out. Anyway, there's my 2 bits worth of thoughts on all of that. Welcome all to the show this morning. It's great to have you here. Hope you're doing all right out there. We're going to watch these markets closely, see what's going to happen. We've got thumbs ups 54, 45, 26. They're coming in like crazy. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. Number 38 is here. Hi, Alex. How you doing? We've got folks joining the channel from all over the place. It's nice to have you here today. And welcome one, welcome all. On the watch list, let me take a look at some of our favorites here to see what we're looking at. I've got the Dow right now up 111, the S&P up 20, and the NASDAQ up 90. Not all that incredible, really. But I've got a 3-cent gain, 3 cents on Rocket Lab. SoFi up 14. Read a good article today about the upside of SoFi and how Mr. Noto has made 15 purchases of stock as an insider so far this year. 15 filings he's made where he has bought millions of dollars of SoFi for his personal account. That's a sign right there. We're up 14 cents to 5.76 on SoFi. GameStop up 54 right now to 118.79. AMC is up 8 cents to 11.57. We got Matterport up 7 cents, 3.88 a share. The low yesterday was, I think, 3.65. That was the all-time low. ME23andMe up 12 cents this morning to 2.37. Another day of a good pre-market. Spire's up 5 to 139. ATIP unchanged. SmartRent unchanged. Cyxtera unchanged. Apple up $1.48, not very convincing, 133.34. Goldman up $1.68, not convincing at 285. Cisco up 43 cents to 43.68. Tesla up 7.54 to $654. Arc Innovation up 52 cents to 37.10. Microsoft up $1.78. It was down 10.73 yesterday. This is not good. 243.82. This is not convincing. Bed Bath Beyond down 65 cents yesterday, up 4 this morning. It's now at 6.52. Pfizer lost 2.06 last night. It's up a penny today. We're not going anywhere. HP Hewlett Packard lost 152 last night. A 28 cent gain at the moment. Not a lot going on here. Carvana down 28. Make that up 28 after being down 98. And Twitter lost 195 yesterday, gaining 65 today. Apparently, Musk is meeting employees this Thursday or something. Something about the disclosures and stuff. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. GameStop now 119.24. Just a little better. We've been between 117.50 and 119.50 now all morning. Volume now 11,500. Not very good. Yeah, so that's the story right there. 122, 121 gain on the Dow. S&P up 22 points. NASDAQ up 104. Crude up 157. Not enough of a recovery after this bloodbath the last 2 days, with the Dow losing 1,700 points in just 2 sessions. And you want to take Wednesday and Thursday together, that was another 800, 900 points. So really, we're down 2,600 points in 4 sessions, and we're up 135 right now. Not great. That's not a big time. Let's bring this back higher. This is a market telling me more selling is likely to come in certain areas, and we likely will be under pressure while certain stocks get dumped and certain stocks get acquired, and others will sell issues and just sit on cash and wait. And there are a number of hedge funds, institutions that want to build up their cash reserves and wait for the bottom to be baked into this market. Now, what is the bottom on a bear market. This is a big debate. None of you, I would imagine that almost 95% of you have never been in a bear market of serious proportions, although, we had a sell-off during the COVID thing 2 years ago. And in '08, we had a blow-off. But we kind of need a real big blow-off day. Like 800 points is not big. It sounds big, 800 points. Wow, that's a lot of points. But when you look at the markets giving up 2%, 2.25%, that's not enough. We need what's called capitulation, where everything gets dumped, no matter what, no matter how great the company is, sell it anyway. That's the kind of mentality. When you start getting that, then you are reaching a bottom, because you're getting to the point now where you've got stupid people selling good stock for stupid reasons. And that's where the bargain hunters come in and go, thank you very much, may I have another? And they grab this stuff up and go, thank you, because the next month, 2 or 3, we could be up 25% already on our money from these lows. And then we'll climb from there. Thank you. Happens a lot, happens from time to time, can happen here. We have not had one of these sell everything, no matter what it is, days. We really haven't. We've got to have a 5-6% drop in one day. So that would be for the, our friends at the Dow, a 5% drop. We've got to have 1,500 points, 1,800 points, 6%. We'd need a real good one. 5, 6, 7, 800 point drops are they are what they are, but they're not enough. We got to get more than that. Anyway, there you go. And let's see here. Wholesale price data signal inflationary pressure in U.S. remains intense. I believe it. I believe that. Coinbase to lay off 18% of their employees following a hiring freeze. There you go. There's one of the darlings of Wall Street underwritings that was done. The IPO that was done a year and a bit ago by Wall Street, that was promoted on CNBC for days and days and days and days. CNBC couldn't stop telling us how great they were. And now they're doing an 18% staff layoff. Yeah. Oops. What changed in a year and a half? And you'd have thought that, with all the money they raised when they went public, that they'd be able to weather all kinds of days. And here we are, with a pullback of 20% on the Dow, or 18, 20, 25% on these other indexes. And that's too much for them to overcome holding on to their staff. Interesting. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. What else is going on here? Welcome, everybody. Nice to see you all. What else we got? Here we go. Kiwi. Do many people here drive an EV? I still drive a V8 Mercedes. Let's see. Good morning, all from Larry. He's number 78. How you doing, buddy? Not your daddy SoFi. Thumbs up, number 80. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you all here. Is Amazon a buy at 103.67? What do you think out there, folks? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe the options, maybe the $70 options are a buy. Good till next year, and then write poor man covered calls against them. That might be an idea. How's it going, Larry from Duncan? Kiwi, do we not already have sellers doing that? Thanks, Nazareth. Good info. There you go. I don't know. More and more people seem to be driving EVs. I was noticing yesterday that if you want to order an EV in Canada, you're going to get delivery between November and next February. So still months away from delivery on brand new vehicles through Tesla. Interesting stuff. Where are we at right now? We are 35 minutes away from opening. We've got the Dow up 162, trying to put on a bit of a rally here. We've got the S&P up 27 points. That's 0.72 of a percentage point. And NASDAQ up 123, up 1%. Crude up 139 right now. GameStop showing 119.50 up 1.25 on a volume of 11,800. Not great. Not great pre-market volume at all. And Rocket Lab it looks like up 11 to 420. We seem to be getting up days, but we don't recover like what we lost, the weeks before. We don't seem to be able to recover these losses. SoFi right now is up 12 cents to 573, but we lost 33 yesterday. GameStop up $1.25, but we lost 10.84 yesterday. AMC is up 8 cents, but we lost 95 cents yesterday. Matterport up 4, we lost 38. 23andMe still gaining, up 12, and with a 4-cent gain yesterday. Spire up 5, but we lost 16. ATIP, no change. We lost 30 yesterday. SmartRent, no change. We lost 30 yesterday. No change on Cyxtera. We lost 94 yesterday. Apple, we lost 5.25, and we seem to be up 141. On Goldman, we were down 370. We're up 106. Cisco, we lost 25. We're up 28. Tesla, we lost 49.48. We're up $8.50. Arc Innovation lost 353. Now we're only up 45 cents. Microsoft down 10.73 last night. Now with a gain of 158. Like that is depressing to see such a little recovery. You'd think bargain hunters would be in there, but they're not in there. Bed Bath Beyond lost 65 cents yesterday, up 12 this morning. Pfizer down 206, up a penny. HPQ down 152, up 14 cents. Not great. There's your deal. Deutsche Bank has lowered the price target for Apple from 200 a share to 175. They've reduced their projection for Apple stock. Deutsche Bank also has downgraded Hewlett Packard to a hold from a buy. Also, NetApp, they've upgraded it to a buy from a hold at Deutsche Bank. So there's one up there. And Braz stock, BRAZE, is that Braz or Brazy? The target on that one is $40, down from 65 at Raymond James. Yikes. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Netflix stock sinks after sell call from Wall Street's most bearish analysts. Interesting, or analyst, I suppose. Well, it is what it is. We've got downgrades coming through here all over the place. We're down a little bit here now, where we were up 165 on the Dow. Now we seem to be holding a 129 gain, a 21-point S&P gain, and a 96-point NASDAQ gain. That's backing off. NASDAQ was up 125 a little bit ago. So we're getting a little selling coming in as we're coming to the opening in 32 minutes. And this is not surprising to me. I think by the time we open, we're going to be very close to the break-even line, and there's going to be a lot of questions asked. Are we going to see any kind of a dead cat bounce to start the morning? And I think most people are saying we might be up a little, but not for long, and then we're going to back off. Well, if everyone thinks that, we're not even going to have an uptick. We're just going to go down. The uptick is being watched here. Now is the uptick. And this will evaporate by the time we open up, and we'll be negative right away. And then we could be down 500-600 points on the Dow within 15-20 minutes. This could happen. I'm not going to tell you it will, but I've seen this before too many times. We could get a good one here, but we'll see. We may find that the markets are looking for some kind of a bottom for a while, and that we're oversold, and we're going to go a day or two, maybe today and Wednesday, we'll try to eke out some kind of a gain. And then Thursday, here we go with a heavy sell day, and Friday, a real heavy sell day. But we may just be going downhill all week long here, because we dropped 800 plus yesterday and 800 plus on Friday. Those are 2 bad days in a row. So we'll see what's going on. Okay, there it is. 119.50 on 13,200 GameStop. There you go. 106 gain on the Dow. We're backing up, and only 85 gain on the Nasdaq now. We're backing up, little by little as we get closer to the opening. 30 minutes away, we seem to be backing up a bit. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for joining me from around the world, wherever you folks are. It's great to see you here. I hope that some of you are looking to pick off your calls today, your GameStop calls. Hopefully the shares will behave for you, do what they're supposed to do, drop a little bit, give you an opportunity to jump in there, grab your calls. Those of you who were exercised last week or so, a week or two ago, I know what you're doing. You've done the math. You know what you got paid for your GameStop shares. You know what you were given for your contracts when you wrote those contracts, whether you wrote 100s or 105s or 110s. You know the total amount of money that you got for your GameStop. And now you're looking at this stock at 119 versus the price you need to buy them back at or lower. And you know that this number is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. Every day it's coming to you. Well, we could well be 105 in the first 2 hours today. I mean, this could happen. I could be wrong. It might be the last hour of the day, but today sometime we might be down to 105, 107. And for a bunch of you out there who are sitting on call options, they're going to be out of the money or barely at the money or barely in the money. So that's prime real estate right there to make a move. Many of you who are exercised are going to be sitting there going, hey, Bruce, let me tell you something. At 105, I'm laughing because I got paid $100 for my strike price, and I got $9.50 for my premium. I got $109.50. This thing goes to 105. I'm $4.50 ahead on this deal. Glad I waited, like you said. Those of you who received 105 plus $10 or 110 plus $10, you're sitting here at 115, 120 or lower in the chips. So it's not far away at all. And we all know here what GameStop can do in any trading day. We all know it can really fluctuate. Well, let's see what happens. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome one and all. It's great to see you. I still have a buy or in on that 501 for SoFi. Options Nomads, we are thumbs ups 104. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Love these thumbs ups, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you all. Oh man, Bookman passed away. The library cop on Seinfeld, he passed away at age 90. What a life. He became more famous doing Seinfeld than anything he ever did in his past. And they brought him back several times. I think they brought him back for the finale, if I'm not mistaken. Fantastic. Bookman. Oh, man. Cody, thank you for thumbs up number 112, buddy. Way to go. Appreciate that. Yeah. You gotta love these characters. We're losing these people from Seinfeld, but we loved them so much. Mr. Costanza and Mrs. Costanza, and then Mr. and Mrs. Seinfeld, and Uncle Louie, and or Uncle Leo, and now Bookman, and the passage of time. You got to remember though that Seinfeld stopped their run in 1998. That's when they went off the air. That's 24 years ago. That's a lifetime right there. Amazing. Who Cares is here, number 117. I took a long break from the market, came back and looked at my account. All my stocks are painfully down, but I can buy all my covered calls back like dirt cheap, laughing out loud. There you go. There you go. Rock and roll, Midnight Adventure. That is the deal. And we just keep on writing. Looking at the market now, we've got the Dow ahead 105 with now 25 minutes to go before we open up. We're up 18 on S&P, and we're up 92 on the NASDAQ. Crude oil up 146 at the moment. AMC stock bounces 1.4% in pre-market. And then the other half of the headline, after tumbling 15.1% the last 3 days, you get me 10% improvements in stocks all over the place, or 1% improvements in stock over the place. That is a classic dead cat bounce. We're going lower. You lose 15% in 3 days and gain 1.5 on the fourth day to start. You're not doing too well. That's not good. That is bad news. And that means more selling is coming. Too many people need money. The thing that I'm finding interesting is that when I was a broker and then a branch manager, and I had to work with my accounting department at head office, which I dreaded, but I had to work with those guys on accounts that would get into trouble in my branch. I remember those days where margin calls would come in, and these investors, these clients of ours, they'd be into 3 or 4 different stocks, and in those days, if the shares were $5 or higher, you could margin a stock at 50%. But if the shares went under 5 and stayed above 2, they were around 25% margin, and under $2, no margin ability, no lending ability at all. And, there would be times, depending on markets, oil prices, and you name it, that a bunch of our clients who were into these oil stocks, we'd get oil, take a dump for whatever reason, they would get caught with these margin calls. And boy, I'll tell you, I worked hours and hours and hours with my floor trader and with my salesman, and try to find ways to mitigate and minimize the damage to these accounts. But what I'm noticing right now in today's market, as opposed to back in the 80s when I was branch managing, back in those days, there was liquidity on most stocks, although once in a while we'd have a client be into a stock that the liquidity would just disappear, in hours or days, and that would create a big problem. But generally speaking, if they were into 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different companies, different stocks, they had liquidity to cover up a margin call. It would be painful, but they do it. What I'm noticing today is headlines coming out like this Celsius headline yesterday about this crypto redemption thing, where people who have crypto are having trouble being able to liquidate their crypto into cash. We have speculators out there, tons of them, millions of them, I am certain, who have been leveraging their crypto like crazy, leveraging their stock accounts like crazy, and now getting taken to the cleaners. And these folks have to liquidate positions into cash to take care of these leverage bets. Well, when you can't liquidate crypto into cash when you thought you could the whole time, you just lost perhaps half of your ability, half of your entire assets are non-liquid overnight. You can't borrow against them from anybody. You can't margin against them anymore. I mean, this is a problem, and the value of the crypto is dropping at the same time. A complete meltdown is happening. This can't be good. I mean, I'm looking at like Bitcoin right now at 22,141, down $1,100 today. That's 4.7 cents. I'm looking at crypto last week on the June the 6th. No, June 10th, pardon me. So 4 days ago at 29,100. Looking at it on the 9th of June at 30,000 coin. Now we're at 22,000. How about back in May 31,700, and then go back a little further into like a 3-month chart. Oh my gosh. $47,000. Oh my gosh. When was this? Back in March. Oh my gosh, that's less than half in March from then to now. Like we're talking a disaster here, and now you can't liquidate it. Like you're having trouble getting out of it. This can't be good. This just cannot be good. So this is exasperating. I will bet you it is exasperating some of the selling coming into the markets where certain investors were convinced that they could always count on their crypto to bail them out because they were doing so well on it over the last 3, 4, 5 years that they kept building wealth, and they just got right into the Kool-Aid that this is just the greatest thing since sliced bread, and all of a sudden it loses 2/3 of its value since last year to here, and now it's in some cases it's not very liquid. Yikes. Now all of a sudden you got to dump stock that you didn't think you had to dump to cover your losses. Not good. But again, if we did get a day like this, 3, 4 day window where everything is being sold off that has been over leveraged by millions of investors, we clean house. And what happens after you clean house is you've eliminated all the overhang from the market. It's kind of like watching those videos. I don't know if you ever watch them. They come out of places like Switzerland and Norway and Sweden. These videos are done every spring where they have these massive amounts of snow on top of the roofs of all these buildings. And they hire these guys to get the snow off the roof because the snow is getting heavier and heavier and heavier as the humidity and temperatures warm up. And eventually they put some tools up there and they start jiggling on it, and all of a sudden the snow just falls off like an avalanche. Well, that's what we're looking for in this market. We're looking for an avalanche of selling where people are getting blown off with all that leverage that they were sitting on. You eliminate that in a week or so, you've just strengthened your market dramatically. You've now set yourself up for another bull market, a real good one. So the trick of it is, can you folks hang on through something like that? Can you write options, keep cashing in on your options to take this cash off the table during these rough markets so that when the turnaround begins, you're in a good position? That's the hope. We'll see what's going on. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Laugh out loud, SoFi. I don't understand American comedy, says Kiwi. Karim, article on Spire obtained a credit facility up to 120 million. What's that mean, Uncle Bruce? It probably means that they're likely going to invest in more equipment to expand their business. And what they've done is they've gone to bankers, Wall Street guys, and are showing them their contracts. These are the contracts we have for our existing clients. This is where we were 2 years ago. Here's where we were a year ago. Here we were 3, 4 months ago. We obviously have gone public. Here's where we are with our contracts. We're now bidding on contracts. Here's a list of companies or governments that we're bidding on for satellite management. And it's possible that they're going to need to spend 30, 40, 50, 80, $100 million over the next 2 years to build out their data processing facilities, management of satellites. Where these contracts are 5 and 10-year contracts, they'll pay way more than the 120 that they're going to need, if they even need that much. And the bankers are going, yeah, no problem. We'll give you a $120 million line of credit. You can use it anytime you want. Build out your company. As soon as you get a contract from NASA or whatever entity you're dealing with, you need $30 million to build out, a bunch of servers and a bunch of everything. You're good. Just go ahead. Because these contracts, these checks don't bounce. And so that could be it. That could be a good thing, Karen. Let's see. What else is going on? Market cap on SoFi 5.1 billion, very low. Bama Babe, Aspire will be using the 120 million credit to extinguish an existing 71 million credit facility, replace it with another. They'll just keep growing. They're growing. They're just growing. I like it. Cody, I'm a little behind Uncle Bruce, but I agree with you on oil. I've been trying to tell people the same, and that it already looks like it's rolling over, but good luck with that if they watch Fox. Yeah, of course. Midnight. Oh, yeah, Brucey, I'm buying back today. Don't want to miss the opportunity here. John, Blue Torch Capital is who the Spire deal is with. Spire expects to be cash flow positive on in 21 to 27 months, as per the CFO. So in the next 2 years, 2 and a bit years, they expect to be cash flow positive. So that's awesome. John, expanding on Bama Babe. John, 100 million available at closing. The rest once Aspire meets certain criteria. Duncan SoFi also on SSR. Also, there are others on SSR today. That's true. GameStop right now, 120, 119 something. We're jumping around a little bit here, back and forth and back and forth. We are down to 14 minutes to go before we start trading. We got the Dow up 110. We were a lot higher than this. We were 200 plus points better, and we have given that all back. 19-point gain on S&P, 91 on NASDAQ, and we've given back over 100 on those, maybe more. We'll see. The volume on GameStop, 14,800. Not good. Yeah, it's up 175. Yeah, the pre-market that you and I know. Pre-market on GameStop. Don't read too much into this. The opening trade could be 115 for all we know. We'll see what happens here. Let's go. Bama Babe news on Sextera as well. Cody, thanks, John. Good morning, all from Coyote. Welcome all of you to the madness, the craziness, the incredibleness. Another day in paradise. How about that? Another day in paradise. Oh my. Let's see. Is there any positive news on Sextera? I don't know of any. Does anyone have anything they can tell me? I see a headline here. Sextera selects Care AR to provide leading augmented reality data center support. Does anyone know what that really means? I don't. It's a fluff announcement, but I'll take anything. Just talk. Anyway, if it makes them better and more efficient and more profitable, I'm a happy guy. Yeah, Care AR, a Xerox company, announced that it has been selected by Sextera, a global leader in data center co-location and interconnection services, to deliver a smarter data center service experience through Care AR's augmented reality service experience management platform. Okay, let's go. Let's just make this great. I'll take your word for it. If that's what it is, I'm going with it. No shares traded in the pre-market, by the way, not a single share. So the market, nothing has happened yet. Maybe this will be good for the stock when we start trading. I don't know. Will it happen? I'll let you know. We'll see what gives. Let's hope for the best. We're now 11 minutes away from the opening. The Dow's up all 85, S&P up 16, NASDAQ up 77. Okay. That's where we're at on this early indication, early quick peek here. What is going to happen is the question. Where are we going to be at by the time we do open? Are we going to be anywhere near these numbers, or are we going to be just around even when we start trading this morning? I don't see a runaway market happening yet, but you never know. See what the market wants to give the market to. We'll take it. We'll follow. 120 on GameStop, up $1.75 on 17,300 pre-market point. Okay. And we're 10 minutes away from the opening. Welcome one, welcome all. Nice to have you with us today. We're hoping to have an interesting day. We're going to see if these GameStop shares want to take another run at a lower price and hit newer lows again this week. continuing the slide down into the 110s or 100s. A whole bunch of you out there are very interested in this stock reaching 100. Very interested. I know you are. So we're going to watch this. Good morning, G from John. G, I don't know what that means, but it's proactive. It gets the people going. Okay, there it is. We are now with 9 minutes to go or so. We're at 96 points on the Dow, higher, 1775 on S&P, and 87 on the NASDAQ. That is where it's at. We noticed this morning that currencies like the British pound were really getting whacked again. We also noticed treasuries were under pressure. We noticed the futures were definitely under pressure. Let me take a look at rates. U.S. 10-year rate, 3.34%. The 10-year German rate, 1.67. UK 2.48. As far as currency goes, the euro a 104.53, about a half a penny better than yesterday's shellacking, but the pound is off another almost 2/3 of a penny, down to 120.74. So the British pound is taking it on the chin again, and that's a reflection of what's happening with the UK economy. Okay, excuse me just one second. I'll be right with you, kids. I'm going for a walk.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I thought
Little stroll.
I went and got me a pillow. I'm gonna put this pillow.
Stroll before the market.
I'm gonna put this pillow on my chair. I'm gonna put this butt on this pillow, which is on my chair, and I'm gonna go.
It's a good process.
That feels a lot better. This chair is hard as nails. Anyway, we're trying to survive here, kids. It's not easy being me. 119.15 on GameStop. So yeah, we're seeing the pound really getting hit here. We'll be watching that closely. They're talking 119 and lower for the British pound. European markets are off, but not dramatically. Fifth of a point, 0.6%. We're not getting like a massive sell-off in Europe. But with the U.S. markets, I don't know if we're going to have that much of a great start to the day. We're up 107 on the Dow, 19 on S&P, 90 on NASDAQ. Crude is up 183 a barrel. Speculators are all over it. Brent is 124. Crude in Texas, 122. That is not correct. We should be $5 to $10 differential. Either Texas is overpriced or Brent is underpriced. I think Texas is overpriced. I think Texas should be 115, but I think they should be more like 95 and lower. But that's just another whole thing I'm going to talk about, or have been talking about. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for joining me. We're down to 7 minutes to go, and we're going to start trading in 7 minutes. Yay! Anyway, there you go. Midnight Adventure. Any thoughts on wind, solar, gas, oil? I think the next 30 years could look like. I'll tell you, here in Europe, it's surprising. It is really interesting. We've been taking trains now through the UK, the Netherlands, Germany, Austria. We're about to go to Switzerland, and it's different here. First of all, gas for your car is $9 to $10 a gallon if you convert it. Second of all, electricity is much more expensive here than in the U.S. And here, it's a nothing burger to be in a train, and you're rolling along the tracks at 160 miles an hour, and you're looking out over the fields and all these farms, and you got cows chewing away, and then you got windmills. Like, no big deal. Windmills everywhere. Solar panels everywhere, and many more coming on, like the tops of roofs of houses. There were a whole bunch of of solar panels along the railroad track through Germany. I noticed one of the sessions, one of the train rides we took for like 5 minutes. We were just chugging along, and right along the track on both sides were solar panels. And it made sense because the railway track is an access point to these solar panels. You can always get to a rail line, and so you can always get to these solar panels. But why wouldn't you have solar panels within 10, 15 feet of rail cars? Why not? What else are you going to put there? People's houses 15 feet away in a farmer's field? People aren't going to live 15 feet away from a railroad track with high-speed trains going by. Put up the solar panels. You have so much real estate available for that. And so all of this electricity is being created here through alternative means other than hydro, nuclear, and of course coal, which is being phased out. Very, very interesting. Offshore windmills are a big deal. And now they're talking here, and in America, they're talking a lot about the next phase of electricity, and that is you create it, but windmills can turn 24/7. But at 2 a.m, you might not need the power that the windmills can create. So what's now being talked about is storing the energy into battery systems. And I'm not talking about a car battery. I'm talking about a battery system the size of like a gymnasium that can power a neighborhood for an entire day or two. We're talking about millions of these eventually around the world, which will store energy created from the sun and the wind for days and days and weeks, like reserves and reserves and reserves. So when solar panels need to be replaced or fixed or improved, doesn't matter. You have 3 weeks of supply available in the battery systems at all times. If there's a disaster and a hurricane hits or tornadoes rip up a neighborhood in Missouri, you've got battery systems underground that are unaffected, and power is restored quickly to all these areas. Instead of having to put up 200 power poles, you're going to have underground cables from the battery systems in all these neighborhoods. Self-reliant. I think it's the brilliant way to go. I think that's the future. And of course, many people's cars will be recharged every day from electricity, and that just makes sense. Anyway, Bama Babe, most investors are sitting on the sidelines and picking their spots during this bear market. Alex Bruce, the UK government has started another argument with the EU about the Northern Ireland Protocol. The UK has threatened to renege on previous agreements. Could this affect currency? That might. Duncan, I have an electric bill, and I'm all solar, baby. Let's go. Don't forget the thumbs for Bruce. Thank you, everybody. Good morning from Carol OV, number 143. We are 2 minutes away from opening. My car runs on hopes and dreams. Duncan Shays, how is it going? Thank you, everybody, for being here. 119.17 is the GameStop right now. We're up 92 cents. The Dow right now up 134, S&P up 24, NASDAQ up 110, crude up $1.94. And there you have it. Headline, stagflation concerns mount. Americans are increasingly worried about red-hot inflation, jobs, and their own deteriorating finances. You could have written that 20 years ago. You could have written that 50 years ago. Then we're always like this. I mean, tell me something I don't know. Tell me something my viewers don't already know. What can I say? Splurge, good luck to all of you today. We're about to start trading here. A minute away. We're about to ramp it up. Let's just see what this market has in store for us today. Hopefully, a bunch of you will be able to make a bunch of money today. Wouldn't that be terrific? We'll see what these markets want to give us as soon as Larry hits the bells for us. We'll get this thing going. Let's make this a good one today. It's Tuesday, June the 14th. And Bama Babe, you got it. Let's go. Yeah, let's go is right. Larry has rung the bell. So that means, you know what that means. You guys are in business. We're up and running. And hopefully you folks will make a bunch of dough today. Let's see what this does and what's going on. I've got the market at the moment not yet showing much. We'll see if we can get a refresh over here and see if we get a whole new thingy here. Get this market started. Oh my goodness, my big ass iPad is it's in a mood. It's got a mood going. We're up 109 on the Dow, a little lower than what we were indicating a few minutes ago. GameStop, I think I see 117.50. Not sure if that's where it's going to sit for the moment, but 57,000, 117.50 down 71 cents. Okay, let's see. If I can get my big ass iPad to reflect here and perform. Oh man, it's just not. It just doesn't want to work right. We're up now 78 points on the Dow at the moment, and I see GameStop 117.31. Pardon me, 117 and 118 roughly. We're down just a little bit on GameStop at the moment. We're only up 44 on the Dow. And may the odds forever be in your favor, says Larry. Duncan, coffee break. Shez, I'm good, Duncan. Prepping for my first management meeting with a new leader today. How are you? Good luck with that, Shez. 23-point gain on the Dow. Not a lot of upside here. And we've got a 14-point gain on S&P and a 77-point gain on NASDAQ, with the shares of GameStop now at 117.92 off 33 cents. Okay. I got Matterport up 7.5 at 388.5. I've got SmartRent at 486 down 30. That's 30 cents. SoFi is 586 up a quarter. There was a good article today on it. Spire 135 up 1.8 cents. GameStop now 118.55 up 110. 119.35 up 110. AMC up 13 cents. ATIP down 0.2 of a penny. Rocket Lab up 4 cents. Cyxtera is up 11 cents. 23andMe at 235.5, up 10.5 cents right now. Pfizer down another 62. Lost what, $2 yesterday? HBQ up a penny this morning. We've got Home Depot up 78 cents. Robinhood 717 down 6. We have Vanek Vectors up 196 a share to 213. IBM down 7. We got Microsoft up 220. Apple up 99. Goldman Sachs up 91. Cisco up 26 cents. Facebook, which is Meta Platforms, up 175. Amazon up 65 cents to 104.09. Sorry, let me repeat that. Amazon, there it is, 103.85 right now, up 18 cents. I got Tesla up 380, Google up 741, Bed Bath Beyond down 3 cents, BlackBerry up 1 penny, Royal Caribbean down 12, Target down up 28, JP Morgan down 12, Costco up 17 cents. We don't have a lot going on yet. A lot of nothing. We're up 36 only on the Dow, only 36 points. S&P up 10, NASDAQ up 68. This is not a ringing endorsement of greatness here. We're down 60 cents on GameStop, 117.50 now. There it is. Nice opening pop from the old SoFi, says John. Yeah. A midnight, my next car will be a used Tesla. I'm going to get a replacement battery. This gas is killing me, and I live in Oklahoma. It's only $5.50 a gallon for premium, but it's still breaking my wallet. It's yikes, man. It is yikes. We got GameStop now 118.06 down 19 cents. Volume on GameStop now 4 minutes in, 108,000. Okay, we're at 118.64. 118.64, up 39 cents. The range on GameStop looks like the low was 117.10, the high 119.66. We're at 118.35, right about the middle here. Not a lot of movement yet. We're all watching the big indexes here. The Dow off, now up 57, but that's off from 135 pre-market. And then we're up 15 on S&P, and we're up 76 on NASDAQ. Oil up 181 right now, okay? Okay, that's the story here. Oh man, Vilbus, I'm slowly adding back my CYXT position that I sold around 14 a month and a half ago. There you go, picking this stuff up. Matterport at 386 is a bargain. It's up 5 cents. Smart Rent down 3 at 483, a bargain. SoFi is up 580. It's up 19 cents. We've had a volume now SoFi of 2.3 million. The high was 590 at the beginning of the day. We're at 580 right now. Spire 136 up a couple of pennies. We're 117.64 on GameStop, down 61. The low of the day 117.10. 55 cents away from the low. ATIP down 2. Rocket Lab up a half a penny. Sixtera up 17. ME is up 9. 234. The Dow up 62. And S&P up only 14. We're up 0.5% on NASDAQ. We're up 0.37 on the S&P and 0.21 on the Dow. So we're not getting a big fat run here to start the day off with at all. H. Gregory, good morning, everybody. I am thumbs up number 75. Thank you all for being here. 154 I see now have come through the system. 154 thumbs ups, and that's because not only do I have great viewers on this channel from my membership, but I also have a whole bunch of fantastic people watching me on my channel as lurkers. They're subscribers. And they're here watching and listening in and taking notes and trading options, trying to make a few bucks like everyone else. And thank you all for being here. And thank you guys for helping us out with some thumbs ups this morning. It really does make a difference. I can't emphasize enough. Thank you so much. I see now the Dow a little better, up 78. It's a little better. We'll see how it wants to react here. GameStop 117.67-ish. We're down 58 cents. The low of 117.10. That is the low of the day. Will the shares go lower or higher? And if so, what kind of a day are we getting here? I kind of wonder if GameStop is going to have a $5, $10 drop sometime today. Is this possible? If it is, all heck is going to break loose around this channel. Oh my gosh. There are people watching GameStop right now so closely. Every penny it moves, any down dip here to 110, 105 to 100. Oh my God, look out. Look out. This channel will explode. Tankstra, thank you. Always lurking. Right on, Tankstra. Thank you all for being lurkers and subscribers to this channel. Really appreciate it. Thank you for these thumbs ups that you guys give me. I do appreciate it. 162 of them have come in. We're almost at 200. 38 more. We've got 200 thumbs ups already on this show. Hit that button if you can for me, if you haven't already. Nail that thing. And let's get that thumbs up meter to 200 ASAP. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Oh, my. Let's see. What else is going on here? I'm taking a look at some of these other thingies, all my other tabs that I got going on here. We're up 109 on the Dow right now. We've got 166 thumbs ups right now. Fantastic. Robert, thank you, Robert Benson, for being number 163 today. Thank you, sir. Can always count on you for thumbs ups. I appreciate this. Matterport is up 5.5 to 386.5. The Dow's up 98. Smart Rent is only down a penny, 485. SoFi up 20 again, 582. Spire down a half a penny, 133.5. GameStop at 118.36, up 11. AMC unchanged. ATIP at 166.5, up 3.5 cents. We got Rocket Lab unchanged at 409. Sixtera up 19 to 12.75. We got ME at $2.34, up 9. Pfizer down 17. That's coming back up a little now. A little recovery on Pfizer. We were down to 47.22. We're 47.73 on Pfizer. HPQ 33.68, down 8. We got as low as 33.41. We've come back 17 cents. We're only down 8 now. It's coming back on. Twitter up 151. There's news with Elon Musk meeting the employees. That's coming up. We're up 151 to 38.54. Home Depot down up 115. It's not down today, up 115. The Dow, though, is giving up ground. We're only up 57 on the Dow. What else? Panic Vectors up 116. IBM up 68 cents. Microsoft only up 42. Apple only up 7. This is a day after Microsoft dropped $10 yesterday. We're only coming back 42 cents, kids. Another wave of selling is coming here. It's only a matter of a few more minutes. I don't see this market going much higher. We're only up 31 on the Dow right now. I think we got more selling. Zed, my special shining star is ATIP. When the new CEO was hired, nice call, Bruce. It's been picking up. Zed Estate, my special shining star is ATIP. A Midnight Adventure, bought all my calls back. Way to go, Midnight. 87.93% gain. And 84.45. Nice jobs. I'm so proud of myself. Thanks, Bruce. You're a good teacher. Way to go, buddy. You're doing it. Keep it going. Don't be stopping now. Nice job. 117.34 on GameStop. We're down 91 cents here. We're within 24 cents of the low of the day on GameStop. 117.10 is the low, and we're getting close to it again. Are we going to break through the low of the day and then take a drop into the 115, 112 range and lower? We're only up 29 on the Dow. That's all. We're only up 29. We hit bear market territory yesterday. We're losing ground here. I feel it. 580 on SoFi, up 19. GameStop, 117.34 to 56. That's where we see it. Okay, Nick S. in the house. Buddy, how you doing? We're number 174 for the thumbs up meter. Thank you, Nick, for being my 174th thumbs up today. JL, I'm number 150. On the Mendocino coast for a few days. Chevron gas, the only station, is the highest in the nation. Well over $9 a gallon. Got plenty left to get back to Costco in the valley. Holy moly. Is it Mendocino? Mendocino? Is that where you are? Am I getting that right? Coyote, GameStop stuck at 117.18. 117.56. The Dow only up 39 right now. Options, Nomads. Uncle Bruce, what do you think about riding on a little strength this morning, Home Depot? Ride the wave or sit tight? No, you can. You can ride on that. But I will admit that Home Depot has come off quite a bit in the last week or two. But any kind of an up move from here, you want to keep an eye on that. Definitely. Go several weeks out, right out of the money, get a premium, and then see what happens. Everything's expensive in Mendocino. But holy hell, it's a gorgeous place to be. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's beautiful. The Dow up 49. GameStop 117.38. 28 cents away from the low of the day on GameStop. Nick, I had bought Tesla yesterday after hours for $243. Got out pre-market $256. Overnight hold. I did all right. Tesla. Are you saying Tesla? It's at 640, isn't it? Tesla hasn't split yet, has it? I don't think so. Something isn't right there. But Nick, you're making money. That's number one game here. We're up 37 points on the Dow. 116.85, new low on GameStop. We have broken 117 here to 115, 116.56 now. We're down again. 116.56. Here come the GameStop shares. Now into the teens, 116 range. So any of you out there with 110 calls, 100 calls, 105 calls, your stock is coming to you. 116.66 the low. Now 116.25 low again, another low. Duncan Shiz, if it doesn't make sense, then stick with your gut. Tiff, sometimes I hate it when you're right, Uncle Bruce. I just hate it. What can I say? 116.25 on the GameStop. 116.19, another new low. 116.19. Another low on GameStop. Wow. That is what is happening here. Every dollar is just coming to you guys, especially those of you who are exercised, those of you who've got calls out against your stock. Yep, they're coming down. They're coming back. 116.19 is the low of the session so far. I'm showing right now just under 117-ish. Wow. Coyote, 190,000 volume on GameStop so far. Not very good, is it? No. Look at the Dow. We're negative on S&P. We're negative on NASDAQ. The Dow's only up 26. We're backing off. We're going red. Definitely going red here, as I kind of suspected. 15 minutes in, and we're going down. Pick nose. I'd like to buy GameStop under 100. Let's see how much discipline I have if it gets to 105, 110. It can do it. It can. We know it can do it. We all know this. It's down 121 at 116.83, 142 lower. This is a nothing burger so far. We haven't even started yet. Yeah. There's 10 more here. There's 10 more dollars of downside that could be coming our way at any time. Watch for this 45-point gain on the Dow, 2-point gain on S&P, 10-point drop on NASDAQ. We're getting selling. We're getting selling coming in here. Yes. We're down 14 on Matterport. We're down 6 on SmartRent. We're still up 19 on SoFi. We're up 8 on Spire. GameStop now down 77. AMC down 21. ATIP down 4.5. Rocket Lab down 7.5. Cyxtera down 2. ME holding a 6-cent gain. Pfizer down 17. Robinhood down 9. Microsoft up 20. Apple only up 13 cents. This doesn't look good. No, it does not. We're down 78 on the old Facebook Meta platforms. We're down 50 cents on Amazon, 103.17. We're on Tesla, down 6.95. We're down 4 on Bed Bath Beyond. We're down 5 on BlackBerry. We're down 73 on Royal Caribbean to 40.57. 40.57 on Royal Caribbean. This is where the stock should have been months ago. It's amazing it took this long. Target up 126. JP Morgan up 88. Costco up 4. Walmart up 48 cents. Nvidia down 71 cents. Disney down 89 cents to 94. Apple down 35 cents. No, not Apple. American Airlines down 35 cents to $12.97 on American Airlines. Oh, man, that was holding 17, 18, 19 for a long time. Now under 13 bucks. Netflix, $167.99. Yuck. Moderna up a penny. Yuck. Tough times. The Dow, a little rally now, up 106. We're up 11 on S&P. We're up 7 on NASDAQ. It's a computer rally. It's a little computer program. Is there any oomph to this, or is there not? We're about to find out. We're up 101, 108 on the Dow. GameStop, 118.33. Now 118.01, down 24. I don't know if there's much here to this. Time to spike the coffee, says Duncan. Alberto, 117 BA expiring June 24. Sold them for 410. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Boeing, it's at 113.80, down 206. He's got 117 writtens on 113 stock. Oh my gosh, look at that premium. That is beautiful. 10 days for 410. Oh, this is easy money, Alberto. Easy money. Beautiful job. Really beautiful job. TIFF, Matterport and the CGS partner to deliver virtual training solutions for frontline workers across the Fortune 500. Matterport, baby. Matterport. John, 300,000 buy a spike for Spire in the first 15 minutes. Not much volume, but for Spire, that's a spike. It is. I agree with that. The Dow right now up 113. Matterport up 15 cents. Down 15 cents. 366 on Matterport. What a bargain down here. I mean, this is right near the all-time low. The all-time low, 365. And here's an article. Here's a story. Matterport and CGS partners to deliver virtual training solutions for frontline workers across the Fortune 500. And this stock is 366. Are you kidding me? Ridiculous. 102 gain on the Dow right now. GameStop, 117.27, down 98. There you go. Reality, and then there's the markets. Sometimes they don't match, and there it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're only up 49 on the Dow. 117.27 on GameStop. We're within $1.08 of the low of the day again. We're down 98 cents right now. We're coming back off on GameStop. Volume today on GameStop, 100, make that 230,000. It was 108, now 230,000. And we're only up 31 points on the Dow. Oh boy, yeah, we're going negative. We're negative on S&P. We're negative on NASDAQ. Those two indexes have gone red again. So this rally, this was a computer-led rally. It fizzled out quickly. Not much going on with that. All right. Oh my. Hopefully today is a day to buy back calls. Won't that be exciting? Way to go, you guys. I'm excited for you. Cheers to all of you around the world for that. Oh, yes. The classic rug pull rally. It's not working. 117.63 on GameStop. Down 63. Okay. Oh boy. Yep. 30-point gain on the Dow. S&P, it's up 5/100th of a point. I'm not going anywhere in the S&P. Down 23 on NASDAQ. The question is, will there be a sell move today that will really take us down? Will we get one of these 500-point drop-offs as more selling keeps coming because the rally just isn't there? There isn't a rally evident right now. We're not oversold. It would be apparent to all of us. We're not oversold. We've got more that can come in. We're only up 20 points on the Dow here. Could it well be that we're going to see another, 500, 600, 700 point drop off as the day wears on? Maybe a late rally at the end of the day to a degree, but is it another, back off day here? Is that going to take place? And if so, when does it kick in and how brutal will it be? How fast will stocks back off when they do start to back off? That's going to scare people, and we'll see. We're now up 67 on the Dow as I speak. It's trying to rally again. Anyway, Bruce, are you drinking wine? No, I'm drinking the water. 119.12 on GameStop, up 87 cents. There you go. Stock's trying, but I don't know if it can be flying right now. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be able to do this. Oh my. Thank you all for being here today. Thanks for these thumbs ups, you guys. I appreciate them. 184 now. We're almost at 200. That is beautiful. I appreciate it. Let me take a look at some other headlines to see what's going on. What's being talked about elsewhere in the markets? Let's go. Bond declines continue. And that story about Coinbase to lay off 18% of its staff. That's 1,100 employees. Yikes. That's not good. And there's talk about a 0.75% rate increase tomorrow. That's going to keep this market under pressure, I think. We'll watch for that. Oh my gosh. Yep. All hands meeting on Thursday for Twitter. Musk will be there. He is going to be there. What else we got here? Headline: OPEC oil output fell in May, adding to pressure on cartel. Oil prices jumped after the data was released, with Brent crude reaching its highest level in 3 months and within sight of the multi-year high hit in March. And angry customers bode well for airline profits. Chaos at airports and surging fuel prices make airlines look bad, but investors may come to celebrate the results. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay. Oh, my. Lots of headlines out there. Well, that seems to be it there. Not much in the way of headlines. HPQ up 22, says Duncan. Kiwi, Bruce, I believe you get good perks from cruise lines if you hold 100 shares. When they really get really cheap, I might just do that. Yeah, you can get some deals. I think if you have 100 shares of a cruise line, when you book a cruise, you can get a $100 credit on your cabin, but only one credit per party. So if you've got two people each own 100 shares, only one person gets the credit. Sometimes they'll offer other perks like free drink packages or tips included. Always be shopping for that. Coyote, big boy volume on GameStop, I guess. Alberto, uncle, what do you think of moving our 401ks, etc.? Should we just let them sit? I can't give you tax advice on this stuff. This is not my forte. You're going to need to talk to people that are specialists in your field, in your area where you are, and then figure out from there, what's the best move for you. I can't help you. Can't help you there with that. I do know that for some people, making moves with these things has been a godsend. Has really freed up cash flow, especially option cash flow. But again, I can't tell you about the tax implications that any one person has wherever they're located. We're up 120 on the Dow. A little move. We're up 18 on S&P. We're up 49 on NASDAQ. Again, another little shot. Oil in Texas up 250 to 123.50. We've got Matterport only down 2.5 cents. We have Smart Rent unchanged. SoFi up 32 to 5.94. Spire 139 up a nickel. GameStop 120.68 up to 48. 120.73 up to 48. AMC up 6 cents. ATIP down 6 cents. Rocket Lab down 7. Cyxtera down 3. ME up 1.5. Pfizer down 3 cents, and HPQ up 27 cents. That's what we got at the moment. Watching these markets closely to see what they're going to do. Up 103 on the Dow now. How are they going to behave? I got 121 on GameStop, up 278, a little higher. GameStop volume is now, I think it's 353,000. Not the greatest. WTI is running, says Nick. Alberto, you end up pulling the trigger yesterday on some more SoFi or holding off. Alberto, yes, bought another 500. H. Gregory, smart Uncle Bruce, don't touch that one. Yeah, I can't. I mean, I'm a Canadian. I'm homeless. I'm the wrong guy for tax advice. I admit it. You really have to talk to a professional for your area. Some of you are in states where you don't have personal income tax and like state tax. Some of you are in states where it's very advantageous to set up a corporation. Some of you are in states where there's ridiculous taxation, but good or bad write-offs. I don't know. And then this 401k thing, that's federal. Then there's the state thing, and I can't help you. Let's go. SoFi says LL. We're at 594, up 33 cents. GameStop 121.90, trying to get over 122. I think we just did. 122.68 on GameStop, up 443. This is the best level of the day. If GameStop wants to give us a little rally, fine. Give us a little rally. That's all right. We'll take it. Alberto, thanks, Uncle. I never touch my 401k. There's a lot of BS on the web indicating a 401k collapse. I will leave it alone. Homeless Canadians, says Karim. Nazareth, 122.61. Yeah, 121.90 now on GameStop. 121.90. The Dow's up 147. Let's try to do a little rally here. Austin, I bought about 6,300 Matterport shares a year ago for $491,000. I could buy the same number for 24,000 now. What I would give to be able to see 12 months in advance. Well, at one time, those 6,300 were, $37 each? Whew, that was nuts. I mean, that was crazy too. Now there's 123.39. That's as high as they got. That's GameStop for you. I got 123.41 right now. It looks like. Very good. H. Gregory, how sway, laugh out loud. GameStop. It swings. It does. 123.41 up $5. 516 high today, 123.78. Low of the day, 116.10. There you go. The Dow up 141. S&P up 26. NASDAQ up 82. Okay. All kinds of stuff happening here at the same time. 123.66 on GameStop. 122.98 now on GameStop. Whew. Mm-hmm. Okay. The Dow up 147 right now. All right. Oil up 231 a barrel. Okay. 123.57 on GameStop. Okay. 123.44. My phone is freaking out. It's showing me prices from yesterday now. So I'm gonna give my phone a little rest. So I'll turn it on in a bit. See what happens. Alberto Austin, I'm down approximately 190 grand. Cover calls have been my saving grace. We will not fold. We are holders. John, Alberto, everyone has an opinion. You could move 25% to a Roth and begin to write options. Just an opinion, brother. Cody, I held Matterport calls through that 37 high. If I hadn't sold some to cover my cost basis, I don't know if I'd have been able to get over it. Austin, Alberto, it is all good, was my decision. I'm too young to be concerned. Time is on my side. SoFi broke 6. Oh, good to see. Good to see. Let's just go higher, please. Go much higher. Thank you very much. We've got the Dow right now. I think we're up 136. We're up 25 on S&P and 90 on NASDAQ. I think GameStop showing about 123.03. The high of the day, 123.78. Alberto, John, thanks. I just read that. Let's see if we can get another update here. 122.50 on GameStop now. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, here's my phone. Let's see if it's back to normal or is it all screwed up? Still don't know. We're up 137 on the Dow. That looks normal. GameStop, 123.64. We're near the high of the day. The high was 124.11 today. We're now at 123.64. And then my iPad is showing it at 121, 122. We're all over the place. John is throwing thumbs ups. Austin, John, he will have to pay tax on the transfer to a Roth, assuming his 401k is pre-tax, and that might hurt. Alberto, Austin, that is a great way to look at it. You are smarter than the average bear. Before Uncle, I would have sold off at a loss. Right on. 122.16 on GameStop, 122.15, still up 390, but off from 124.11. About a $2 drop here. The Dow seems to be up 137. Okay. GameStop 121.83 now. We're off a little more selling coming in, it looks like. To be expected, I think. We're green now on Matterport, SmartRent, SoFi, Spire, GameStop, AMC, all green. We're green on Cyxtera, ME, Pfizer, HPQ. Home Depot is up 198. Vanik Vectors is up 286. IBM up 57 cents. Microsoft up $1.59. Apple up 117. Goldman up 484. Cisco up 34 cents. Meta Platforms up 87. Amazon up 37 cents to 104.04. Tesla 740 higher. Google 1765 higher. So we have some green here and there. We're up 137 on the Dow. But I'm showing GameStop now 121. I'm not sure who to believe. I've got to refresh my machine here. 120.96 on the GameStop, up 270 now. I think we've backed off a little bit here. See what's going on here. Hoo-wee. Alberto, awesome. No, I will roll into an IRA and be able to trade. If I use an individual, I would have to pay taxes. Austin, many 401ks put limits on what you can and can't buy. If you are no longer with the company, I was always taught to roll it to a traditional IRA. Take your money with you when you leave. John, yes, but Alberto is a money-making machine. Recover would be negligible. Austin, Alberto, yep, that is what I would do. All right. Still trying to get this market to make sense here. I think the GameStop is 121.30 right now. I think that's what we got here at the moment. All right. Alberto, Austin, and John, thanks for the advice. I'm all over this. John Anderson, thumbs ups, buddy, right now. 120.89 on GameStop. We've backed off again from this 124.11 range. Okay, the Dow looks like we're up 88 points. Yeah, I'm trying to get my phone to work properly. It's not doing it. RCL just hit a new low. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Well, we have about recovered from yesterday on SoFi. It is a weird stock. There you go. And on SoFi, let's see what we got. I'm showing it at 592, 599, the high of 602 today. So we're up 31 cents. Up 81 on the Dow. It looks like 15 on S&P. We're up 50 on NASDAQ right now. Okay. GameStop 120.40, up 215. Giving up some ground here. 120.02. We're up 177 on GameStop. We're coming back down again. Alberto, I did well with NCLH. Nick, this market is spamming the juke bottom. Not even Nostradamus knows which way it's going. There you go. 119.89 on GameStop. 119.79, now 77. We're up 152 on the day for GameStop right now. $4.40 off the high of the day from 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Yeah, looks like it. And I don't know why, but my quotes are way off on my phone right now. They're not working. They're not working at all. 61 point gain on the Dow. 48 now on the Dow. Okay. Weird, 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 weird. Oh gosh, 119.50 on GameStop, up a buck and a quarter. That's where we were in the pre-market this morning. That's where we were sitting in the pre-market. Austin and Nick, I'm impressed that you know how to spell Nostradamus. What would lose me is this in the spelling bee. Alberto NCLH is back to its 11s. I might snatch some at this bargain price. Slayer, what a market today. At least I arrived at the Netherlands border region. Adventures with Duncan CCL is dropping. Down they go. The Dow is up. Looks like only 28 or so. We're giving up ground again, from what I can tell you. Let's see. If I go there, I can go. Pardon me. I can go there. Okay. I see the Dow up 33. Now up 28. The Dow definitely has backed off from its recent run here. S&P is up only 6. NASDAQ is up 23. It's backed off too. Oh man, the pound. Oh gosh. The British pound at 120.18. It's about to break 120 the way it's going here. Down 1.2 cents today. This is serious. A serious drubbing is being had here in the UK on its currency. Not good. Yikes, man. Yikes. That is something. Really something. Dow right now up 25. That's all. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's go over here. The VIX is down 0.95 today at 3307. I read somewhere that a full capitulation where the market is really throwing in the towel is when VIX breaks 45. If it can break 45, then you've really thrown in the towel, and that could be a meaningful bottom to a market. Just telling you what I read. That was interesting. But at the moment, we've got gains on the Dow of 40 points, S&P of 12, NASDAQ of 36 at the moment. Oh. My. Okay. There we go. Awesome. I bought a bunch of Carnival after COVID hit, and the stock dropped shortly after I found this channel. And Uncle Bruce was screaming to stay away from the cruise lines. Immediately sold the position. Thanks, Uncle B. Let's go here. Cody. Hey, Uncle Bruce, do you think the pound is down because people are speculating that the Fed will accelerate when the UK wants to drag its feet? Well, they're talking 3/4 of a point tomorrow for Wednesday. This is why I'm wondering why the Dow is up. I'm wondering if the Dow's going to sink later today when, we get closer to Wednesday later today. I don't know. But there's other issues with the pound, Brexit problems and other issues. I don't know. Hence a recovery, if we only get 50, I don't know about that. Duncan, I'll buy Carnival at 780. Nick, Austin, thanks. I own it to what avocado hunting. My spelling bee nightmares. I own it to. Okay, Zed, Uncle Bruce, is there going to be a Wednesday primetime show? Not this Wednesday. The problem for primetime is that I have to do it at 3 in the morning, and I'm asleep at 3 in the morning. I need rest. I'm so tired right now. Duncan, I'm sure cruise lines are buying back their own stock. Credit Savage, good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Hey, Uncle B, I've been so busy with the kiddies. Mom and dad got COVID. We were worried for a second. Then the market was an afterthought. Things are good now. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back, you guys. Lame Duck, Amazon Premium sucks. Coyote SoFi is so up and down today. Lame Duck, I can get 3 times the money on GameStop. Credit Savage, it's not until it hits until it hits the fan that you truly realize what matters most and what important really when it comes to health. There you go. Zed, 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh my, that would be painful. Yeah, Kiwi. I can see GameStop 119.19. I got a 118.84 now. Coyote, because there's a house husband. Hey man, good to see you. Splair, what if they try the prime time half hour after market close? And Coyote, same, my friend. Yeah, I'm so exhausted when I finish my last show because it's 10 o'clock at night here, like 10:15. I'm in bed 15 minutes later. Like I'm done for. I am so done. Jen and I are just we're fighting some colds right now, and we're really pooped, and we need sleep. And so we're getting it 118.72 on GameStop. I think is where it's at right now. My device here um, is not showing a decent trade at all. My phone is way off. It's just jammed. It's stuck. Tip to Chris Savage, house husband, welcome back. Alex, Chris Savage, house husband, wise words as usual. Welcome back, Ted. And Duncan Savage, how's it going there, buddy? Welcome back. 119.02 on GameStop, up 77 cents. The Dow's only up 24. The S&P's only up 4. Nasdaq's only up 5. We are going red again. I think so. We'll find out. GameStop 118.71. Now 118.90, up 65 cents. So there you go. Olivia, I hope you feel better, Bruce. Thanks, Olivia. DQ, hi, Uncle Bruce. My Moderna September naked puts got assigned overnight. So I'm sitting on a large margin debt. What is my play? Liquidate things to get out of the debt or chip away at it by writing calls. That might be a way to go. If you can, just write calls on it, but be out of the money, safely. Do not get caught on this. But yeah, chip away at some bucks. Even if you write them a month at a time, but $5-10 ahead, and then keep a sharp eye on those stocks. They make a move, you'll do rollovers. But yeah, DQ, I would look into that. Spare, then you are already feeling the European time zone. We're dying here. 119.32, up $1.07 on GameStop. We're on the Dow up 13 points right now. We're about to. We might be going into the red here. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh man, we're only up 3.7 on S&P. Now we're only up 2.9 on S&P, and we're up 8 on Nasdaq. We're heading down here. We're only up 6 points on the Dow. We're going red. 118.74 on GameStop. So I think we're going to see some red numbers. Can feel it coming. Just feel it. I feel it coming. Just saying. Credit Savage. Thanks for the good thoughts, folks. Things are good here now. Went back to work for a bit since the pay was so good, but not on a regular employee. Then mom and dad got COVID, and the kids had colds. Oh man, yuck! Just yuck. The world is not normal, isn't it? It's not normal. We're not back to normal at all. And that's the problem here right now. People think and want to get back to normal. They try to get back to normal, but we're not back to normal. We're not there. Most frustrating, I gotta say. Oh my goodness gracious, goodness gracious, goodness gracious. Yeah. Yep. Where are we at now? Let me kind of get this thing up here. My big S iPad says the Dow is off 25 and a half points. S&P down 2. NASDAQ down 12, now 14 points to the red. We're still up 259 on oil. GameStop is 118.54, up 20. Oh, wait, 117.46. 117.76, down 49 cents now on GameStop. So the shares of GameStop have dropped not quite $6.50 in 25 minutes to come back into the red again after reaching 124.11. It didn't last long, did it? No, it did not. 117.75 last trade on GameStop shares. There you have it. And my phone is still not working. Cannot get an accurate quote off of my phone on any stocks. So there's obviously some glitch going on with Apple phones. Do any of you have this problem? Love to hear your thoughts on that. I'm showing GameStop at 117.76. If I look at CNBC and 117.94, if I'm looking at GameStop, it looks like both are about the same now, 117.94. The Dow off 61 on the big S iPad. We're down 5 points on S&P, 18.8 on NASDAQ. So we got selling pressure here, folks. Definitely got some selling pressure here. As I figured we would. I didn't expect today would be a great day. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's the rate decision. Tomorrow. If it's 3/4 of a point tomorrow, I don't know if the market will take that well or not. The market might be happy, might be upset. We'll see what's going on here. Gowdy says, SoFi is one of those stocks I feel confident in recommending to anyone. I feel that strongly about its future. I agree. I think SoFi is a winner, absolute winner. No matter what they do, if they even go ahead and reverse split the stock or not, it's going to be a winner. It's up 23 cents today. Nothing great. It's 5.85, but they are growing dramatically. Chris Savage. So it looks like the 75 basis points will be what's baked into the interest rates. Folks are scared and lots of money sitting on the sidelines. SoFi insiders keep buying lots of shares. I like that. I do too. Austin Gowdy, you see his name quite a bit for a director. Duncan. Anyone remember the other Carnival cruise ticker European? It's not CCL. Zed, things are slowly turning red. Kiwi Bruce, how would the markets respond should Queen Elizabeth pass away? Not much. Not much there. She's not a financial impact type story. Will be sad, but it won't be economically bad. If they ended the student loan moratorium, I think that would take care of the reverse split happening. That might be interesting. SoFi 586 down 26. The Dow off 24 points right there. Okay. GameStop 119.09 from what I can see here. 119.09 on GameStop. Okay. Yep. 119.09 on GameStop shares. The Dow off 24. S&P up 2/3 of a point. NASDAQ up 1/3. We're just not going anywhere. We're really not going anywhere. There's money really doesn't want to do much. Rolling Stones concert postponed as Jagger tests positive. There you go. 118.78 up 53 cents on GameStop. Prime Minister of Canada tested positive for the second time just this week. So he's self-isolating. Site Go Tropics. I'm up to 500 SoFi now. Right on, man. Right on. Lurk mode reactivated. Beautiful job. Just in case I have a nice and lucky day, you all. Just in case. Have a nice and lucky day. Thanks, Splar. We're down 27 on the Dow again. We're down 2 points on S&P. We're down 10 on NASDAQ. We're going red again. Goldman, 280, says Z Estate. And we're 118.45 on GameStop here, running into some resistance. Oh my gosh. Okay. There it is. There it is. There it goes. Okay. Alrighty. Well, folks, I'm going to pack it in right now, get some rest here. Jen and I'll be back with you this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern. We'll do the final hour together. Keep your eye on the old GameStop for a $10 drop at any time, maybe more, and take advantage of it with stink bids. Make sure that you got them in there. You just never know when a market does a real dip. We've had a couple of shots of the upside, but we haven't had serious dips on the downside. This might be it. We're down 41 on the Dow now. Maybe we're going to see a down dip on the Dow that will take this quite a bit lower. We're going to find out. We're down 3 on S&P, down 16 on NASDAQ. GameStop, 118.39, up 13, 14 cents, not much. Munimo, thumbs ups. Duncan, Matterport hit low again. Oh, no. Again, it's unbelievably cheap. SoFi, 581, the dealo of dealios. What can I say? Looking at our favorites here, looking right now at stocks like Rocket Lab, down 14 cents to 394. SoFi, 582, up 21. GameStop, 118.67, up 42. AMC up 1 penny. Matterport down 7.5 to 373. The all-time low is 362. That was hit today. 23andMe is up 7.5 to 232.5. Spire up 3.5 to 137.5. ATIP down 3.5 cents to 166.4. Smart Rent down 3 cents to 483. Sextera up 4 to 1261. Apple up 32 cents, 132.20. Goldman up 212 to 285.44. Cisco up 39 cents, 43.64. Tesla down 787, $639.34. We've got ARC Innovations down 40 cents to 36.18. Microsoft down up 51 cents now, 242. We're just around the low of the year, 241.53 on Microsoft. We are near its low, the last 52-week low of 241.53. Bed Bath Beyond down to 636. Pfizer 47.97 down or up 6 cents. HPQ up 20 to 33.96. Carvana up 20 cents. And Twitter up $1.10 to 38.13. There's where this market is at right now for some of your favorites. The Dow now down 51. And GameStop 118.48. Stock coming in for sale. It looks like it's a little lower at the moment. Join me today, 3 o'clock Eastern time for the final hour. We'll close it out together, see how it goes, and see if some of you can scoop some of your calls back for cheap prices. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Nice to have you all through here. Michael, I wrote 135 so this Friday on Apple at 211 each. Nice job, man. Good to be back, says Duncan. Options, we are already up 20% on HD covered calls. Can't complain about that. No. Beats working for a living, doesn't it? Doesn't it beat going to a job? This is so much more fun. You got to love it, you guys. Everybody, thank you for being here. I'll see you at 3 o'clock. All right? Bye for now.